Hey everyone and welcome back. I have two updates. One of them is from a print screen that I received from Mike. He actually got it from a Twitter, but he didn't come back to me from what Twitter account it was. So if I do get that information, I'll link it down in the description. The player or the mail is going out to Maya. And the mail, it reads, "Hello trainer, thanks so much for reaching out. I see you have some questions regarding Mewtwo being in raids soon. Let me help you with that. As you already know, this is the first time Mewtwo will come to raid battles, as it has previously only been available to trainers invited to X-raids, but now all trainers will be able to challenge the legendary Psychic type Pokemon from September 20th at 1 PM until October 23rd, 1 PM PDT. Please note, this is a limited time event. After October 23rd, 2018, Mewtwo will only be seen in X-rays as before. That being said, your efforts to be eligible to receive X-rays invitations in the future should not be impacted by this event. And then I hope this information is helpful, yada yada yada, all so forth." So basically, after the month of catching Mewtwo, we'll be going back to X-rays of Mewtwo. At least according to this mail that Niantic or Pokemon Go sent out to Maya. So at least for the month we won't have any shiny Mewtwo's. That's not mentioned whatsoever. It could be that to at least keep the interest a little bit higher in Mewtwo, that after that month for the X-rays they'll release Mewtwo as a shiny possibility in X-rays. Hopefully they'll do that, because otherwise I think Mewtwo will be over. Not many people will have interest to actually do an X-raid with Mewtwo. If they have anything above 96%, maybe 100. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate if it's not a shiny. If it's a shiny, then interest will spark again, because everybody wants shinies, don't they? At least I do. So that's that. It's pretty excited, and I thought of running this video just on that. But there was just a little bit of information that came through. And that's even more exciting news. So this is straight from the Pokemon Go Live website. Updates, September 12th, 2018. Today, basically. Pokestop's nominations beta comes to Brazil and to South Korea. Trainers, coming soon. We'll be rolling out the first beta test of the new Pokestop nomination system. This will be the first time that trainers will be able to submit locations in Pokemon Go. Submissions will be evaluated for future inclusion into the game. This feature will initially be limited to level 40 trainers, child accounts excluded, in Brazil and South Korea. Trainers who meet these initial requirements will be able to nominate potential Pokestops by submitting photographs and descriptions of the locations. Submissions will be reviewed by experienced users in the Ingress Operations Portal Recon OPR project. That's still level 12. You can, in Ingress, you can find rules and guidelines on how to submit a Pokestop in our help center. Stay tuned for more news as the program expands to other countries, and please accept our thanks for working to make Pokemon Go an even better experience. So this is freaking huge. Level 40 players, which is really easy to actually get to nowadays. For the moment it's only level 40 players, maybe they bring it down a little bit. So you still need to have Ingress players level 12 that actually get those Pokestops into the game. And there's also a help center, so let's check that out too. So submitting a Pokestop nomination suggests a new Pokestop to help trainers get out and explore their communities. This feature is currently in beta. We are gradually rolling out nominations access to more trainers and countries in the upcoming months. Keep updated with the latest information on our social media channels. Trainers can help grow the number of Pokestops in their community by nominating eligible objects and locations for Pokemon Go. Once submitted, the Pokestop nomination will be evaluated by Niantic's player community, as already mentioned. Let's see, what else is new? Eligible trainers can submit a limited number of nominations each day. If you do not use all your nominations within the day, you can accumulate a number of nominations for the future use. You can view how many available nominations you have left within the settings menu. Note, this feature is not available for users with child accounts. So it is a little bit different because in Ingress you only have, well, every 14 days you have 14 submissions that you can actually do. If you do all 14 in the same day, you have to wait another 14 days before they become available again. So that's a little bit different, so it seems. And what else are they saying? What makes a high quality Pokestop nomination? To make it the most of each nomination, be sure to submit high quality nominations to have a good chance of being eligible. These categories are considered an eligible candidate for a Pokestop: a location with a cool story, a place in history or educational value, an interesting piece of art or unique architecture, statues, paintings, mosaics, lights, installations, etc. A hidden gem of hyperlocal spot, public parks, public libraries, public places of worship, major transit stations, hubs like Grand Central Station, not your local bus stop, they don't count. These categories are not considered uneligible candidates for a Pokestop. Places without safe pedestrian access. All Pokestop's nominations must have pedestrian access, otherwise they will be rejected regardless of the quality of the Pokestop. Private residences and surrounding private residential property. That's actually a little bit different than in Ingress. Normally it just said private property, and now they're actually including surrounding private residential property. So that's a little bit better of an explanation, because there was a huge discussion in the Ingress community what was private property and what wasn't. So the surrounding area is also considered as private property. Locations that interfere with operations of fire stations, police stations, or hospitals. In the Ingress rules it's a little bit more elaborated. Well, they elaborate a little bit more on it. So if it's on the grounds of hospitals, fire stations and all that, it's okay as long as they don't block entry to the hospital or fire stations and all that. So it's not fire stations or police stations itself, it's if you block the access to it. Places on grounds of child care centers or primary and secondary schools. Not high schools, just primary, secondary and childcare centers. Natural features such as landscapes, mountains, waterfalls, however, man-made points of interest connected to these natural features are great, such as plaques or informational signs. Objects that are not permanent, such as seasonal displays, and then adult-oriented stores or services, liquor stores, adult entertainment, shooting centers, shooting ranges, firearm stores, etc. For more in-depth information of what makes a high-quality Pokestop nomination, view the complete Pokestop criteria. Let's double-click on that one too. There's a lot of information. It's cool. I'll link everything down in the description as well, so you can have a look through it. These are more or less the same information, even some of the same pictures when you start doing OPR, which is pretty funny. So even these signs are permitted. So the recording stopped, and I'm not really sure when it actually stopped, but there's a lot of information, and I'll put everything in the link down below with all the links going back and forth to the frequently asked questions as well. There's one in there that I do want to address. You're not able to actually nominate the gym. You're only able to do Pokestops, but if it's eligible for becoming a gym, that Pokestop will become a gym in Pokemon Go, obviously. How that all works, I'll link the video where I'll explain everything on that part here, just there. So yeah, pretty exciting news. Only for level 40 players in South Korea and Brazil at the moment. Eventually all countries will become available for Pokestop submissions, but since that's not the case yet, this video will mark the new giveaway for Pokestop submissions. So if you want to apply for a Pokestop near you, leave a comment down below where you would like your Pokestop, and hit that like button if you like the video. Well, like I said, this is pretty exciting. So if you liked today's video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and hope you have a good one.